Hello, welcome back everybody. I am the Breadly Assassin. This is the Breadly Assassin live stream. Good to see everybody hopping in so swiftly. Appreciate the views, appreciate the likes, appreciate the subs. Welcome back everybody. As you can see, I'm still battling that shadow on the green screen. Not funny. I have to figure that out one day. Anyway, okay, so we got a good bit to get into today. Once I get all these little doodads out of the way that need to be done every time we take off. But I think we got it. Just about got it. Today is the March 1st. That's right. Y'all know what that means, right? Cardano hard fork going into action. Pretty exciting. Okay, I think I got it. YouTube, you have to basically be a NASA rocket scientist to straighten all the YouTube details out whenever you go live. But I think we got it. Okay, so let me check on chat, and then we will touch on some things that happened throughout the weekend and this and that and this and that. Okay, so let's see. I know I'm Saturday I had an out of town convention, and by the time we got back into town, it was super late, and you know how that goes. But we're gonna get back on track today, which is good because now it gives us 2 days of information to catch up on. It's sometimes it tests the limits of what we can pull in a day. You know what I'm saying? So everything's good. Thanks everybody. Let's see. Okay, Mike Maldonado asking about the name of the miner channel that I mentioned in here before. Probably Dogecoin. Let me open up chat, and I can type it in for you guys. Probably Dogecoin. He has a YouTube channel, and it's spelled like this. That's about the only guy that I give shouts out to and recommend because he's helped me so much. He's very knowledgeable. So okay, let's get into a little bit of news that I pulled up before I got on here. As you guys might have noticed. Also before we get into it, for those it looks like most of my subs are here, but if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you scroll down into the description, we have links for a cold storage wallet, all the equipment I use for my stream, a KuCoin referral code, and the merch link. But that's all. That's there every time we stream, so that we don't have to cover that stuff again. But I do have some positive news on the mining upcoming mining video series that we're going to be putting out. So I spent a lot of time yesterday and Friday evening preparing my workshop so we can video in there and get some work. Now obviously I'm waiting on some equipment because, like I mentioned before, I don't want to take apart my mining setup because for those of you that are familiar with mining and those that aren't, once you get something set up and running, you really don't want to mess with it unless you need to clean it kind of, or upgrade it, or update the software, or that kind of stuff, you know. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I've reached out, and for those that follow know this already, but I've reached out to 3 different companies about getting equipment from them so that we can just, like, once it comes in, we'll do an unboxing and step by step and knock everything out in the video series. Well, one of the companies got back to me and are sending me a power supply and a breakout board. It's a server power supply, so you need a breakout board. And for those that aren't familiar with what that is, I'm gonna share all in a second. I don't want to confuse anyone yet, but there's different ways of supplying power to a rig, and there's different styles of rigs, and there's different styles of miners. It gets very detailed. But this particular company, they get server power supplies with breakout boards so that you can have modules so you can connect to your motherboard and or graphics cards and that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna show y'all what they're sending me, and then once that comes in, we'll do a review video for that. And they said if they like what they see, that they might consider being a sponsor or at least discounts or something of that nature. That way we can try and get most of the equipment from one place. But meanwhile, I went ahead and took a risk because I figured I would take the risk so you guys didn't have to, and I'd let y'all know how it works. Everything in mining is very, very expensive right now. I mean, everything from the power supplies, motherboards, PCI rises if you choose that style of miner, especially the graphics cards. And then that even if you can get them, they're actually everything's very difficult to get and very expensive, obviously, because of mining's profitable right now. So I've had to do some extra digging that I normally wouldn't have to do, as mostly in the previous years during the bear market, it wasn't hard to get all this stuff, but now it is. So aside from the company that I'm waiting to send me that stuff, I actually took a super risk and ordered a complete kit from Alibaba in China. And I know that sounds, like, ugh, I can't believe you did that. And I know I can't believe I did it either. But I ordered one to see how the process will go if I get it and how long it takes. And then that way, if everything goes okay, then I'll let you guys know the company I used, how much I paid, and everything like that. I don't want to start giving that information out and then you guys jump on there, go order it, and you don't get it, or they screwed you or whatever. So I just ordered one kit. I took a chance. We'll see what happens. I'll let y'all know as soon as I get some feedback from that. But in the meantime, I think we'll go right into the whole explanation of the server power supplies with breakout boards and that company that is going to be sending me the equipment for review. So let's pop on over to that right now. Let's see. Let me get into it right here. And I'll kind of explain what you're looking at right here for those that aren't too familiar. So we're going to switch to display capture. Okay. And what we have here. Okay. So what we have here is, this is kind of like a kit you would get. This is called an open air style rig. Okay. And again, once the video series comes out, we're going to go into heavy detail about this. But I just wanted to explain what I'm receiving from this company to review so that you guys know what we're looking at whenever the videos start up. But as you can see, this is a 6-card open air rig. They're typically built on these aluminum frames, obviously, to disperse heat properly and that sort of stuff. But so if you look on the very bottom of the image, you can see what looks like, well, that's the power supply with the little aqua sticker on it. That's a server power supply. Now the difference is that, your typical power supplies that you buy for like a PC or those types of things, they're more square and they have the power lines and the modules coming right out of the box. And so, but the server power supplies are obviously made to fit in servers. Now, see, this sticker on this power supply is aqua in color, and they have some that are gold in color, like an orangish gold. And basically, that's just an easy visual representation of the efficiency of the power supply. Like your gold power supplies are normally rated at like 90 to 91% efficiency, whereas these power supplies are considered platinum and are rated at around 94% efficiency. Obviously, the more efficient your power supply, the better it is, meaning it just converts the wattage more efficiently, or the power more efficiently into wattage. So moving on real quick, you run into a couple of different situations, and it's depending on how serious you want to get with it and how available power is to you. These power supplies are almost always going to be, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little, actually you can't see on the screen for some reason, cutting it off, but on the bottommost corner of the power supply, there's a power outlet. But these power supplies run on 240 volt systems. So if you decide to get into mining and decide to do it the most efficient way you can and the easiest way for the long run, if you plan on adding more miners and stuff like that, is you're going to want to add a PDU. And let me pop on over real quick. I wasn't prepared to show you this because I didn't think about it, but watch, I'll show you guys. And in fact, I'm going to add a link to that in my description, as I had forgot about it. I had forgot about adding this to my description, but just bear with me for a second. See this right here? Let's see. I'm trying to show you all the exact one I bought, and I will make a link to it. And it's not super important right now, but I think this is the one I got. Okay, so this is typically a server PDU, or just a PDU in general, but typically they're used for servers because of the way they're built. But as you can see, this will plug into a 240 volt outlet. Like I personally have a 30 amp 240 volt outlet, and then this gives you like 24 of the 240 volt outlets, and they're fused, and mine has like a digital readout to show you the current amperage you're pulling. And again, that gets all specific, and that's why I say going into mining on this channel is going to get a little detailed and whatnot. That's why we're making the video series. But just to give you an idea, if you can set up your power to be running 240 volt, and then you can run into a PDU, and then you have tons of power available for these server power supplies, if you choose to do it that way. If not, that's completely normal too. Then you simply have to just get like a power supply made for like a PC, and then you can plug it into 120 volt and go with it that way. But in this particular case, and because of my setup, they're sending me a server power supply and a breakout board. And now what the breakout board is, you can see this little circuitry looking piece right here, kind of like a little circuit board with some plugs on it. Well, obviously you need a way to get the power into module form so that you can plug into your motherboard and graphics cards and that kind of thing. So they make and supply and sell what they call a breakout board. And the breakout boards obviously plug right into the server power supply. And then each one of these white plugs you see basically is what you would normally have coming out the back of a normal power supply. And they convert it for you so you can plug your regular power cords directly into your graphics cards and or the risers. Now, one more unusual thing for those that aren't used to mining. Obviously, when you're making an open air rig like this, or depending almost any kind of rig at some point, obviously you're going to be mounting your motherboard down here, right? Well, your motherboard is not going to be able to fit, well, it's not typically going to be able to fit six graphics cards. Now there are cards that do, but in most cases, if you want to build the most efficient and I guess for value for your money in terms of mining rigs, what you're going to be adding is, you see these blue things up here? These are called PCI risers. And what that does, it allows you to plug into a tiny PCI slot on your motherboard and then kind of extend it over here so that you're making room for the graphics cards. Basically all it is, you're just moving it. So you a lot of time motherboards just don't have physical room for the cards, so you're basically just dispersing your PCIe slots across this expansion right here so that they will fit. And then of course these each need to be powered, which comes into the breakout board situation. And then the graphics cards each need to be powered again, which comes into the breakout board situation, where you'll typically have to run power straight to the graphics cards, and then you'll have to power the PCIe risers as well. So yeah, I mean, it can get a little overwhelming at first, but trust me, once you start to do it, it's just repetition. You're basically just doing the same thing over and over and over. You basically need to extend your PCI risers from your motherboard so that you have room for your graphics cards. Your graphics cards plug right into these PCIe risers. And like I said, in this particular case, I'm going to be in the video series reviewing the server power supply to a breakout board, and that's dependent on your power situation. Most people that mine out of their homes are going to be using a more traditional power supply made for like home computers, and I'll review that as well. That's probably going to be what most of you, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be interested in. But for those that are building a little bit bigger mining farm, or have access to power, or choose to do it in that way, you'll have the server power supply side. But that's that. And then moving on, you can see what it looks like here with some cards installed on it. You got your fans blowing the heat and that sort of thing. And then this is just an up close shot of you need these little set pins. It's like they screw in, and then it gives you a foot to put like your motherboard and power supply and stuff on, so that it doesn't ground out, that kind of stuff. And then of course a shot of the fans. and a shot of you can get your wire extensions with either 6-pin or 6-pin and 2-pin, or basically any variation you need to fit your existing system. And this is just another shot of the wires, and this is a shot of the wires coming out of the breakout board. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. Like once you have your power converted, you're gonna need to send the power to your different peripherals, and this is how it's done. And then here you have a shot. This was what I was trying to show you earlier. This is the back of the power supply. Obviously, this is a 1200 watt power supply, and you see the 94%. That's explaining it's 94% efficient. You've got a fan that runs all the time on it, and then that is your module for your power plug that runs into your PDU. This is just another shot of it. Close-up shot of the PCIe risers. A shot of the risers with some power, and then of course you're going to need some male-to-male USB cables. That's how it communicates to the actual. You see the little circuit board at the end of the male-to-male. You got one end going in here to the PCIe, and then it loops back to the little. Well, that's what plugs into the small PCI slot on the motherboard, and then it extends to the big PCIe slot over here. And then that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys on that. Not that I bored y'all to death with that. Obviously, we got a tweet or something coming in because Doge is blowing up. Let's see if we can catch that real quick. I probably missed it, obviously. Oh yeah, here we go. That was 6 minutes ago, and look what it did to the whole time. The whole time I was discussing the mining situation. Doge catches fire. So let's pop on over to display capture and cover that, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. Elon Musk said 6 minutes ago. Let me go ahead and retweet and love it. Yeah, so Elon Musk says Doge meme shield, legendary item. Dogecoin value dropping, which is the little bombs and stuff coming in, and then the memes are just protecting it, and then Dogecoin sleeping like a baby. Oh, Elon. You wild, bruh. Yeah, pretty good stuff. That's a good one right there. Good one. Okay, so that obviously brought some volume into. I'm starting to believe that he's the one that buys the Dogecoin every time he memes, every time he posts something. I'm starting to feel that way because I mean that's a $20 million influx right there. I'm starting to think it's just him throwing 20 million bucks at it every time he throws out a meme, right? Possible. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Trying to catch up on stuff. Okay, let's go to some news that I had pulled up already, and we'll start with the very first coin market recap of the day. Hop on over to coin market recap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me open this up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so today is the very first coin market recap here on the Breadly Assassin live stream. I'd like to thank everybody for liking and subscribing. And don't forget, we have lots of information in the description on the equipment I use in the stream. KuCoin referral code, merchandise link, all that kind of. But anyway, so the market cap is back up to 1,474 billion. It was down over the weekend, but today we've seen some nice positive green action across the board pretty much. Obviously Cardano is the bull in the market right now, as he's not really getting beat down very much because of so much positive news on the development side. But we'll go over the coin market cap recap. As you can see, we got Bitcoin in first place, back up over $900 billion for the first time in a few days, so that's good. Coin sitting at $48,457. Ethereum in the number 2 spot at $1,525. Cardano number 3 at $1.29, ladies and gentlemen. Cardano up 28% in the last 7 days and up almost 4% in the last 24 hours. but things are looking very, very strong for Cardano, obviously, as we've been saying for some time here. Binance Coin in the number 4 spot at $246. Tether, the dollar coin, in the number 5 spot. Polkadot, number 6 at $34.36. XRP in the number 7 spot at 43 cents. Litecoin in the number 8 spot at $171. Chainlink, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space, holding down the number 9 spot at $26.70. And Stellar Lumens moves into number 10. That's a surprise right there at 41 cents. Stellar Lumens into the number 10 spot. And I think it has a little bit more to do with Bitcoin Cash losing market cap than Stellar Lumens gaining. But either way, it's officially in the number 10 spot. Some other coins of note. Uniswap at number 13 at $23.87. And Dogecoin, ladies and gentlemen, the ultra popular Dogecoin in the number 14 spot with a $6.4 billion market cap sitting at 5 cents. Moving down, we got Crypto.com at 14 cents. We got Tron at 4.6 cents. And Vechain, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space, moving up 4 spots over the weekend up to number 27, up to 4.3 cents. So up 15% in the last 24 hours. So that's strong. And another coin I'm invested in that I like to keep tabs on is the Graph, ladies and gentlemen, down to number 37, but at $1.82, up 23% since yesterday at the 24-hour mark. That's huge. So some money came into the Graph in the last 24 hours. That's for sure. And that is the Breadly Assassin Coin Market Cap recap, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and we will move on to some news as we always do here at the Breadly Assassin live stream. We're going to touch on some information that I pulled just to keep the knowledge rolling and the information coming in. So let's pop on over to display capture and we'll take a look at the first thing I had pulled up today. Actually, pretty fantastic news, pretty important stuff going on. As we've been talking about over the last few weeks, since we found out that the developers were moving back into Dogecoin. I need to fix this. Can't really see it, can you guys? Since we found out that developers were moving back into Dogecoin, it was very exciting to find out what they had planned. And of course, we were simply just going to have to wait for information. But as you can see, it says here, Dogecoin gets new wings with developer upgrades. What you need to know. And then it goes on to say, it says Dogecoin right here. The joke cryptocurrency popularized by the Tesla Incorporated CEO Elon Musk has received an under-the-hood upgrade. And then it says, I don't know why my display capture looks so funny on the screen. But then it says, what happened? It says the release of Dogecoin Core 1.14.3 was announced on the Dogecoin Reddit discussion board on Sunday. It says the updates include important performance improvements and is a strongly recommended update for anyone running Doge nodes. And if you're not familiar with that is, basically if you own enough Dogecoin, you are allowed to create a node so you could like stake yourself and that sort of stuff. But doesn't affect like the general public that's just investing in Dogecoin, but it's a big deal on the development side because anytime the developers are making upgrades, it's just better for the system and whatnot. And it says why it matters. It says significant improvements to the speed at which a node can upload blocks will be made by removing expensive integrity checks which were previously carried out each time a block was sent to another node after the update is applied. The default time that transactions are cached in the meme pool, I keep saying meme, in the mem pool, a mechanism for storing information and unconfirmed transactions, will be reduced from 336 hours to 24 hours. Yo, on the development side, this is a big deal. So this kind of stuff needs to happen for the longevity and the life of the coin and the usability of the coin. So this is the stuff we're looking for. This is what's going to matter. And this is super important. So that's fantastic news for Dogecoin, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to everyone for holding Dogecoin. Okay. And let's just cover all the news while we have the display capture up. So popping over to some Cardano Mary hard fork information. We have The topic here reads, and this was earlier today, released earlier today. Cardano Mary upgrade set to go live. Here's why it matters. And we got an in brief. It says, and with 3 points of note. I don't know if y'all can see that. It says Cardano introduces a key platform upgrade called Mary today. Mary will make Cardano into a multi-asset network similar to Ethereum. Y'all, like, I'm hearing that, you know, you always hear the term Ethereum killer and yada yada yada, Polkadot, yeah. But I'm hearing Cardano starting to sweat. I mean, Ethereum starting to sweat. I hear they're starting to sweat. Their fees are so high and whatnot, and with this release from Cardano and then other things in the wake, y'all, Cardano's looking so good. It says it will introduce new use cases and features and enable users to create tokens. And we discussed that, how you'll be able to create NFT tokens on Cardano network now. But listen to this. This kind of explains it pretty well right here. Mary, named after Frankenstein author Mary Shelley, Cardano's newest upgrade goes live at 21:44:51 UTC today. It means that for the first time, users will be able to create their own unique tokens, including NFTs, and listen to this, and transact directly with these on the Cardano platform. Now, I want to see if it explains what that means. Like, I'm sure it does. Let's just continue. Mary's main purpose is to transform Cardano into a multi-asset network similar to Ethereum, but with some advantages. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Check this out. According to IOHK, the protocol's developers, users can transaction with tokens, but without the need for smart contracts. This means sending a token on Cardano won't be more expensive than sending its native token ADA, unlike Ethereum. So basically, you'll be able to transact Cardano without the need for smart contracts, so you won't be paying gas, which is just amazing. So Cardano is now the #3 protocol after Bitcoin and Ethereum, and anticipation of the upgrade has been one of the factors that has pushed its ADA up 250% in the last month. Last week made impressive gains while other cryptocurrencies slumped, and Cardano has surged almost 2,500% in the past year. And let's see, new use cases will open for developers who will be able to create custom payment tokens for Web3 applications, aka stablecoins, pegged to other currencies and NFTs, a $250 billion market which is rapidly gaining mainstream interest. The mainnet upgrade, which requires a hard fork of the blockchain, is a key milestone for Cardano. It introduces native tokens and multi-asset support while making use of Cardano's increased transaction speed, mission-critical security, and lower fees. See, this is what's super awesome in my opinion. Dispensing with the need for smart contracts means that the accounting ledger will track the ownership and transfer of assets, instead removing extra complexity and potential for manual errors while ensuring significant cost efficiency, says Tim Harrison, and we all know who Tim Harrison is. So yeah, and it goes, there's a little bit, I might as well read it all, huh? It means that Ethereum's ERC20 token standard used to create fungible tokens, and its ERC 721 standard for non-fungible tokens now have their native equivalent on Cardano. The Cardano tokens do not need Ethereum smart contracts, as the blockchain supports tracking and accounting. And without the need for smart contracts, users will be able to send, receive, and burn their tokens without paying the associated fees. Yeah, and then they go on to, you know, explain how with Ethereum fees being sky high, people attempting to use Uniswap and all that stuff. So with DeFi coming to Cardano, and then if you're trading within Cardano, the lesser fees and everything, I mean, it's just looking super good for Cardano. So so obviously, you know, like I said, I wish I had more because these people are not playing around. But that's just fantastic news for crypto as a whole, especially Cardano. Okay, and now that we went into that in super detail, moving on to this some more information from fxstreet.com. This time it's from Mr. John Isage. Sorry if I butchered that, my friend. But some Vechain news that I'd love to spread. I love to touch on. It says here, and this was released today, Vechain price analysis. VET breakout explores open air toward the beckoning 6 cents. And the 3 points of note read, Vechain has renewed the bullish outlook with gains eyeing 6 cents in the wake of a technical breakout. The upswing to new record highs will be validated on stepping above the 38.2 Fibonacci level and the 50 simple moving average. Overhead pressure could create a wall at 4.5 cents, delaying the anticipated liftoff. But they're going on to show that basically she's putting simply that if we can get through the 4.5 cent resistance, it's kind of smooth sailing back to 6 cents, which is obviously good news, right? Yes, I think so. So okay, so that's all the news that I pulled that we could touch on. Obviously, we got an Elon tweet in the middle of all that, so that was a little blessing in disguise, picking this time to stream. Okay, and let me try and catch up on some stuff, as I've basically just been reviewing mining and updating on news since I got on. But let's see. Or Cardano is the future. Mr. Scott Craiglow says ADA is going to hold up. Ethereum will always be good, and the utility is awesome, but so expensive. Yes, exactly. I agree with that. It's not like Ethereum is going to get knocked out and not be viable and usable or anything like that. There's so much built on Ethereum, and smart contracts are going to always have a place and that sort of stuff. It's not going anywhere. But you know, in the immediate, for with DeFi being so popular and the future of DeFi and all that, people are looking for lesser fees to work their trades on and that sort of stuff. So other coins are becoming very base usable, and obviously they're starting to shine. But it's not like Bitcoin and Ethereum are going anywhere. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 150 people here, and we only got 50 likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Backpack Jacks. Heard rumors Elon is creating his own coin. That was kind of a little over a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. He kind of tongue-in-cheek mentioned Mars coin, but that's something that's already existed. And I think it was more like tongue-in-cheek, like he was kind of joking, but no one knows with that guy. I just took it as like a joke. But the truth is, I mean, he has the ability to do whatever he wants. So I don't really dismiss anything with that gentleman. But in that particular interview, I think it was more of a joke. Or jest, we should say. In jest. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, on a personal note for the channel and myself, I know I had told y'all last Monday I had deposited some funds into my Coinbase account, and I was waiting for it to clear so that I could try and get back in, get some more position on Vechain. And what I did was it went through like Friday, I think maybe. So I put a buy order in at 3.8 cents on Vechain, and thankfully, not 3.8, yeah, 3.8 cents. And thankfully there was a point throughout the weekend where it triggered, so I was able to increase my position on Vechain by 150,000 coins. So now I officially own 650,000 Vechain, and I also I used the rest of my funds that I had saved up to increase my position on PERX, PERX. For those that are familiar with PERX, we talked about a few times here on the channel. But those were the two positions I improved on over the weekend. And my next spot I plan to improve on is Dogecoin. But I'm gonna try to get back in at a little bit better spot than right now. It's just I felt those two spots were really good for those two coins. So I'm pleased with what went down with that. You know, I don't plan on selling anytime soon. So for me, it's just increasing position and have more coins to hold. I don't sell hardly ever. In fact, I don't know if I've ever sold. but yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. And now I officially have 400,000 PERX and 650,000 Vechain. Well, for me, everyone knows Vechain is my favorite long-term investment. So my goal was to get 1 million Vechain. And I've been buying Vechain for a few years now, so it's taken me a while, but that's my goal. And once I get there, it's staying there till it reaches $1, like, you know, kind of stuff. So yeah. And for those that every time I say that, I usually get some comments or some messages saying like I'm full of, you know what? I'm like, I'm not. I don't have a reason to lie, man. But let me show y'all. There's always somebody. I had one guy comment and just trash me in about a 2-paragraph long like a 2-paragraph long rant about how I was full of it, and like people like me don't need to be on the internet. And I'm like, bro, what did I do to you? You know, dude was so mad. But anyway, so look, if y'all want to see it, I'll show y'all. I don't have a reason not to show anybody. So this is my display capture. And once it comes up, yeah, so you can see right here, look, Vechain, 650,000 VET, and this is all the VThor it's produced for me since I've been staking it on Exodus. I've never bought one VThor. So obviously, if you guys can make a substantial bag of Vechain, it can generate a lot of VThor for you. So just something to keep in mind. So yeah, anyway, that's some weirdness that I deal with. I was like, bro, why are you so mad? Weird. But anyway, I don't let that stuff get to me. It's just I try and be truthful and transparent with everyone. I don't like to. I would never say or discuss a coin and be so positive about a coin and not put my money where my mouth is, you know. But okay, back to the chat, man. Avery Meets World says, thanks again for the extra wallet. I've already staked some VThor and passive vehicle. Yeah, man, for sure. You know, there's tons of options out there. There really is. There's tons of options. I don't have affiliation with any of them. But for me, like because I don't trade, like because I don't day trade, I'm not moving coins in and out, and I'm not, you know, I like the simpleness of Exodus. Like I just drop my Vechain in there, and it automatically starts producing VThor tokens. You don't have to do anything, and it's just it's very friendly UI. If that sounds right, you know. Ian got a million perks. There you go, buddy. See, that's my goal. I want 1 million Vechain and 1 million perks. So that's once I achieve those, I'm gonna be moving. I need to re-up I have 100,000 Dogecoin. I need to re-up my bag in Doge, and then I'll start working on the other stuff. But it's like I have these numbers, these little goals set for myself that once I achieve them, I'll feel like I did everything I could in case the coin does well. So I don't have to go look back and say, man, I could have bought more, that kind of thing. So I do what I can to get the lesser expensive coins into where I want to be. And then I'll move and just start increasing my holding on, like, I have some Cardano and stuff like that. But, you know, you only have so much money to invest, you know, without hurting yourself. Please don't ever invest more than you can afford to lose. Avery Meets World, you're right, huh? I felt like coming on stream and holding up a little dial and say, show me on this dial where he hurt you. Yeah, I mean, this dude was just like, people like you make the crypto world embarrassing. I'm like, sorry, I'm trying to help people. I don't feel like I'm being negative or spreading bad news. Everything I do, I try and confirm before I come on, and like so far we haven't released anything that would be hurtful. I mean, if there's bad news about a coin, I'll tell y'all. Man, I don't force people to invest. So I just thanked him for his comments and moved on. I had to block him. He wouldn't stop sending me stuff. Weird. Anyway, so let's see. 4-Man Printing says, do you have trouble trying to deposit money in KuCoin? My bank keeps blocking it. Well, it depends on your bank, my friend. Like, obviously, if your bank's blocking it, then they don't want you sending money probably overseas or to something like that, you know, kind of thing, because they are in another country. Sometimes, and when you say your bank, I don't know if you mean like your personal bank account or a credit card. Sometimes, if it's your bank, sometimes you can release it. And if it's a credit card, then that particular credit card company just doesn't allow it, and maybe try a different card or whatnot. It just depends on what form of funding you're trying to fund with. Okay, let's see here. Vechain baby, I got 85,000. I'd like 250,000, but I don't think it's gonna be. Vechain baby, yeah. See, that's why, you know, most of my bag came from over the last few years. I'd buy, you know, every few months when I had saved up enough money, and then just recently in the last few years, I mean, in the last year or so, I've been in a little bit better position than I had been previously, so I've been able to buy more. My last huge buy-in was when it was at about 2.5 cents, and then this is the first repositioning that I do since then. So I've bought at 2.5, and I didn't buy again till 3.8. But you're right. Like I said, I I think March, I think this month, I keep thinking it's February. This month, I think is going to be very, very big for Vechain, and it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Vechain approach 7 or 8 cents at some point this month. So that's just my personal opinion based on the fact that the Vechain 2.0 is supposed to be coming out and all that stuff. So yeah, it's looking very positive for Vechain. You know, everyone knows how much I like Vechain, so we're gonna leave it at that. But I'm excited. All right, let's see what else we got, my friends. Oh, by the way, Mr. Ian Ninja Defender and another gentleman here on the stream have been incredibly generous with their time and have been upgrading our Discord for us. So whenever they feel we're ready for some invites there, I can start sending out invites. I just want to get the okay from them, as they are the experts when it comes to Discord. I don't have the time or the knowledge to make it very, I guess, user friendly or what you'd want to see in a Discord channel, but they are fantastic at it. They showed me what they had planned. They showed me what they got done, and we're about there. I've had a Discord for a good year or so from my previous gaming channel, but they are being kind enough to make the transition and the changes needed to be for it to be a little more focused on the crypto side. So they're knocking out a lot of stuff. They're helping me because I couldn't do it right now. I'm just so slammed. And once we get that comfortable to where they're good with releasing it, we will send out the invites to everyone here in the channel. And we will have a place where we can go and share information and leave it and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we're close. We're close. Yeah, it's operable and everything. It's just we want it to be, you know, easy for people to understand. Let's see. Avery Meets World, Discord. Can't wait. It's a great community. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's close. It's usable. It's just we want to make certain before we send out the invites. Right? I like Discord. I mean, yes, it's a chat area and a channel where you can voice chat and everything like that, and it's cool. But I really like the fact that you can set like rooms to leave information, like if you want to leave links and like pictures and stuff like that. I like that, being able to go back and check it out. I like that. And I think that's what Mr. Mike just touched on. Yes, thank you. Mark McCowan, is there a reason why Doge sits relatively still until someone like Elon tweets about it, living up to its meme name? Well, yeah, I mean, a coin like Doge is obviously, you know, it was created tongue in cheek, you know, and like kind of a joke and a meme coin. And it, you know, while the transaction speed is fast and stuff, it didn't have a ton of fundamentals, so it was just kind of stale for a long time. And then, of course, after the GameStop stock situation, the financial world, I mean, not the financial world, but the people were looking for something else to stick it to the financial world, and they turned to cryptocurrency and saw that Dogecoin was the perfect vessel for it because of what it was and why it was created. So they took that, and you know, the public got on board with it, and we started like the Dogecoin movement kind of thing, so that people wanted it to be like a form of currency, you know. And ultimately any coin could have been that, but Dogecoin was just perfect. So Dogecoin is very reliant, well, not reliant, but you do see some substantial ups and downs based on the media, publicity, notoriety, when celebrities chime in, when influencers chime in, all that kind of stuff. And it's all for the better. Excuse me. And of course, as Mr. Elon Musk had suggested just a couple weeks ago, that, you know, he'd like to see the majority wallets sell off, or even offer to buy the wallets from these people. That way, you know, once you sell off, or I guess eradicate the wallets that are holding the majority, then the coin becomes more diversified and you don't have the gigantic spikes and stuff like that. Because anytime a big wallet comes and sells off, you're going to see dips right now. But so we're looking forward to that, and we're especially looking forward to, if the number one wallet was indeed Robinhood as suspected, and they do plan on creating wallets for all of their shareholders, then of course that wallet would get diversified just because of that, which is exactly what we need. And last I heard, they were supposed to start creating wallets back on the 24th, and we haven't touched on it since. So if anyone is familiar, or if has anyone received any information on Robinhood creating those wallets, we'd like to know, as I don't personally use Robinhood, so I can't confirm. Okay, let's see here. ADA predictions, please, from Mr. Dan S. So ADA obviously is probably the most bullish coin in the market right now. So being that the coin has gone up, I mean, from what is it, 2,500% in the last year, $1.29 is looking amazing, right? And it is. But coming into the year, a lot of the experts, the consensus was that, you know, the coin could approach $1. So we obviously have broken through the dollar mark, and now we're sitting at $1.29. That's on this, but globally, about $1.29. So, you know, looking into the experts and the reviews I've done and the research I've done, a $2 to $3 Cardano is looking like it's very possible this year. Some professionals and some people that are even more bullish on it are saying a $3 to $5 coin. You know, you still have to look at the circulating supply and market cap, what it's going to take. And, you know, I mean, I don't know if we can get to a $3 to $5 coin, but a $2 to $3 coin, like a $2.50 coin, I have no problems agreeing with that at all, honestly, because, I mean, you guys saw how fast we blew through that dollar mark and we're up to $1.30. So doubling from this point, I could definitely see that. Sean Schaefer says, I have Doge and Robinhood and not seeing any updates from bots. Okay, thank you, my friend. Sean Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, our most recent winner on the giveaways that we hold here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, won a custom Bradley Assassin hoodie that is currently in production, I would assume, and is going to be out to him as soon as the company knocks it out. But congratulations to our most recent winner. And don't forget, we have giveaways here all the time at the Bradley Assassin live stream. I make announcement videos on Tuesdays, so make sure you like and subscribe and have notifications on. Oh, that reminds me, I want to show y'all something. Make sure you have notifications on so that you'll be notified whenever I release videos and stuff like that, and especially every time we go live, so you don't miss it. That's what I wanted to touch on. Someone pointed out the other day, and I mean, it was obvious to me, but someone noticed we have almost 7,000 subscribers, and we've only been getting a couple hundred people in the live streams. And, you know, that's whatever. That's fine. I love my community, but we'd like to see more. So I went dig around on YouTube a little bit, and I found this, and it really stood out to me. So we have two things to look at. One is this, ladies and gentlemen. One is this, where you have watch time from subscribers. So this has actually been going up. So this is good. This just shows you the percentage of my subscribers that are coming into the live streams and viewing and stuff like that. So this has been going up. So this is good. And then we have this. Now this is concerning. I wanted to show everybody this. So this is subscriber bell notifications. So look at the percentages here, how low, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribers who turned on all notifications for my channel is only at 21%, which is 1.5 thousand viewers. And then you have subscribers who turned on all notifications for my channel and enabled YouTube notifications is even less. So around a 1,000 or so members have the notifications turned on and stuff like that. So that's probably why the majority of the people aren't being notified and don't know when I go live and aren't familiar or don't even know that I'm doing giveaways. I mean, there's 6,000 people that don't know I'm doing giveaways. So I wish there was a way to get the word out and, you know, make sure people knew that everything we're doing here on the channel with the upcoming mining video series, with the giveaways, everything we do. But, you know, it's I can't really force it. I do try and run some ads on Facebook and stuff like that, but of course that all costs me and whatnot. So and I don't mind spending the money if it can help the community, but those bell notification numbers are really low. And don't forget to like and subscribe while we're on the subject, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Yeah, the Mary hard fork, ladies and gentlemen. I know the time zone issues are kind of tricky. Believe me, I'm just as bad as everyone else. I'm bad at that. I can't even tell the next zone over. But one thing you can watch for is if you are invested in Cardano, typically you'll see the wallet go into what it'll say like maintenance. You know, like when a coin's either down or offline or something, which is rare. But normally during a hard fork, you'll see it says maintenance, and I think the maintenance is supposed to run for like 5 to 8 hours or something like that. And then of course they're going to continue, it's going to continue improvement throughout. But I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain you'll see a maintenance next to the coin, which is kind of a telltale sign that something's going on with it. Ooh, a poll. How about, ooh, that's a good idea, Vechain, baby. Thank you. That's a perfect time because I didn't even have a prize picked out for tomorrow for the upcoming giveaway this week. So, thanks for reminding me. That's why I love y'all. I can't remember everything. I'm so scatterbrained sometimes. There's so much information, But that's perfect. I will create a poll right now, and we will let everyone vote on what they would like to have as a prize this upcoming giveaway. Let's go to polls. Okay, just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all want to maybe dance or spin around or sing for a minute while I create this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna give you all 5 options. All right. All right. Let me triple check this. We're gonna run it for 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds fair? Let's run it for 20 minutes. That's 1200 seconds, is that right? Okay, I think this all looks pretty good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got it. Let's try this. See what this looks like. See what this looks like. It worked last time. Hoping it works this time. Whoa! A poll has opened for what prize would the community like for our upcoming giveaway. Vote on vote Doge, Cardano, hoodie, face mask, or a mouse pad. So obviously the Doge and the Cardano would actually be real cryptocurrency that I'd give away. And if you guys would prefer a hoodie, a face mask, or a mouse pad, those are all options. I will give whatever we land on, whatever the community decides they would like, then that's what we will give away. And tomorrow I will make the official announcement video for the giveaway, and I will let the community know that the community voted and this was what was chosen, and that's what we'll be giving away. So pretty exciting stuff. That's a good call on the poll, man. Again, slipped my mind. I forget that we've already worked our way into polling and giveaways and stuff. It's so much going on in the Breadless Assassin live stream. What's my prediction on Vechain? Like I said, I think Vechain can approach 20 cents this year. That's very conservative in comparison to what I'm hearing. So 20 to 25 cents would probably be my predictions. 20, I'm expecting. 25 would be my high. And at the end of 2022, I fully expect Vechain to be at $1 at least. So If we approach $1 at some point with Vechain within the next year, I would be ecstatic. It can be a Vechain can be a world beater. Like it can dominate. Like I could see Vechain becoming a $3 or $4 coin, but we're talking in 5 or 6 years. But if we're talking this year and next year, I can see 20 to 25 cents and approaching $1 at some point in 2022. Someone said they think I'm from the West Bank. From the Calio. I'm from Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, which is about 2 hours from the West Bank. But my mother did live in New Orleans for 25 years, and I spent almost every weekend of my teens and childhood in New Orleans. So I am super familiar with New Orleans. Used to go to Mackenzie's Bakery every weekend. I've eaten at Portical's probably 100 times. I'm a New Orleans guy, that's for sure. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm not. Yes, Vechain saw a 15% move at least in the last 24 hours. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty much part Breaux Bridge, like Cajun, and part New Orleans. I mean, I don't know if it gets much better than that. Thanks for noticing, though. XRP, yeah, we discuss that often here on the channel. In fact, let's take a quick look at XRP as we haven't touched on it today. Graphic, please. Thank you, graphic gods. XRP is currently sitting at almost 44 cents, 43.5 cents. Actually up 5% on the 24-hour, down on the 7-day, which almost everything is. And pretty unusual. It's just the way they had that spike a couple months ago with XRP, but up on the 30-day, down on the 90, and then up on the year. But the truth is, as we discussed with all the SEC hearings and stuff like that, it's pretty expected for it to be suppressed a little bit. We're thinking that once all this SRC garbage is done with, that it's good. They should come out okay. And then, of course, it'll take a couple more months for the steam to pick back up. And I guess for maybe the, how to put it, the investors to feel secure again on investing in XRP. But it's still a great project with a great development team. They did have an all-time high of just under $4 in 2018, January of 2018. So there's a lot to look forward to with XRP. It can definitely be something that can bring some value in the next by the year's end. But let's also take a closer look at Vechain while we are reviewing the super cool custom graphics that the graphics god has created for me. Graphic, please. I don't know who likes that more, me or y'all. Probably me. I get a kick out of making light of my own situation. So here we are with Vechain, ladies and gentlemen. Currently at 4.3 cents. Up 11.86% in the last 24 hours. So down a little bit on the 7-day, which is normal. But the 30, 90, and 1 year look great. And of course, like we said, Vechain is one of those coins that have such amazing fundamentals. You know, you're going to have fluctuations in the market, and it will follow suit with Bitcoin, and it will go up and down. But ultimately, Vechain stands out to me as one of the coins that can continue to do well over the long term, regardless of how bullish or bearish the market is. So that's why I like it as a long-term investment, and it is my favorite long-term investment. So that's where we are. And let's take a look at Cardano on the graphic. Cardano, please. And here's Cardano in the up close and personal. I gotta fix my little camera every time because my camera's so jacked up. Okay, and then here's Cardano on the up close and personal at $1.29 right now. Look at the green on the Cardano chart. Up just under 1% on the 24, 21% on the 7-day, and then 260, 720, and 2,700% on the 1 year. So obviously, if you guys have been in Cardano for a while, you obviously are killing it. But all-time high of right at $1.50 it looks like, which I think we will get to again at some point this month, as Cardano clearly the most bullish coin in the market. And with the Mary hard fork being executed today, that just shows that we're bringing the NFTs onto Cardano, ultimately DeFi. I mean, it's going to be, this year is going to be amazing for for Cardano. So congratulations to everyone that's involved and invested in Cardano. And real quick, let's take a look at Ian's and I, a little sleeper, the old PERX. PERX, please. Thank you, PERX. PERX. It seems like PERX needs a little commercial voice, like PERX. You know, like y'all ever saw I'm gonna get you, sucker, with the dude that has his own theme music when he's walking down the street. Tick it, tick it, tick it, tick it, tick it. Like, feel like when I open PERX, it needs to be like PERX. So anyway, so PERX, the coin token, I mean the ticker is PERX. Currently at fourth of a penny, almost half a penny, or 10 satoshis for those that hate when I say pennies on the stream for some reason. So yes, the aquarium shoes. Thank you, Sean. Look at his shoes. Oh, look at his shoes. Bruh. Okay, so here's PERX, right? And the coin is still relatively new, which is why you can get in on it at less than a penny, like we said, half a penny right now. And you know that I personally like super small, low market coins without a crazy high circulating supply, and all of this. And then let's whip over. I'm gonna try and find the little PERX thing for everyone so y'all can see what it is. So I don't misspeak. You know, I could tell you from my own words, but their roadmap is just gorgeous, and I'd like everyone to see it. So let's take a look at that. Okay, we're gonna pop on over back to mainstream. How does he go to the bathroom with all that stuff on? And then, okay, let me take off these guys. God, I got all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, and then watch. We're gonna go to display capture real quick, ladies and gentlemen, and we will discuss PERX real quick, just so those that aren't familiar with it can find out what it is. And of course, look, please don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And I'm not suggesting you invest in this. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an expert, but we do like to share knowledge. And this coin was brought to me in the community, and I didn't know about it. And I researched it, and I chose to invest a little bit. And for me, the risk versus reward is fantastic, because the coin's new, is going places. It's got a great team. The roadmap looks great, and it's cheap. That's I mean, you know, yeah, you can go buy a lottery ticket and do a lot worse. So, okay, PERX network. PERX is a non-custodial decentralized market for peer-to-peer ERC20 token exchange and collateral based lending platform. PERX will be giving its users the facility to transact on-chain with other users without trusting any middleman. So peer-to-peer, aka PERX. PERX will act more akin to a peer-to-peer market to facilitate business transactions on our platform, and less like an exchange. Users can engender and offer or pick one from the ones available on our platform to execute a peer-to-peer trade via smart contracts. All keys will be held by client-side applications. PERX will not have access to user assets. So kind of like a Uniswap, kind of. So kind of like an exchange, but like this, they don't like referring to themselves as an exchange, so more like a swap. And then it says how it works. Sign up and add Ethereum or ERC20 tokens to your PERX smart account to get started. Then you create an order as per your preferred rate. And this is cool. Smart contract will then find the best available rate, confirm, and swap. So it does all the work for you. You just punch in what you want, and then it's going to search the best available rate, confirm, and swap. And then you can actually you can actually earn perks or transaction mining platform. So they have a reward system too. Then you got all the features, all the stuff you want. No data collected, peer-to-peer, no custody, trustless credit rating system. I mean, everything you want. Zero fees. I mean, just everything you want. Okay, and then they give you some more just information about it. But there's a token distribution, like where the payouts go and how they reward people. And then this is the roadmap. This is why I fell in love with it. Okay, so right now this says quarter one 2021. So obviously we have March remaining in quarter one, but it says platform beta testing. This is how new the coin is. Platform beta testing, second round of staking, aggregator swap exchange, marketing campaign, and code audit. Q2 platform release, GitHub code release, CEX listing, user acquisition, NFT marketplace powered by PERX. So they're bringing NFTs too. And then Q3, lending and borrowing platform goes live. PERX cross-chain network marketing campaign buyback program. So everything you want to see in a coin that's looking very positive, and then of course at a very affordable price right now with a low cap, everything you want. And right now, as Ian just touched on, there's not a lot of exchanges that have it. It's kind of hard to find. It looks like Ian had to do it this way, and I also personally had to do it this way. Was we created MetaMask wallets. If those that aren't familiar with MetaMask, basically it's just a wallet that you can create that's browser friendly. Like it brings up a little clickable app or wallet app button on your browser, and then you'd fund your MetaMask wallet as you would any other wallet. And then of course you go to Uniswap, and Uniswap is just a coin exchange, and you can link your MetaMask wallet to Uniswap, and then of course just exchange whatever coin you want for Ethereum. Now please remember, right now the Ethereum fees are really high, but I felt the risk versus reward was worth it, getting in now and paying the extra fees with Ethereum to get into the coin now, because you know in 3 months we'll be right in the middle of their roadmap, and the coin could have increased by then. You know, it could not, but like I said, for me personally, I went with the risk versus reward. Okay. Also, let me update everyone on the little poll we got going. I didn't even update anybody once. I'm sleeping. Okay, let's so pop on over to display capture. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, there are 6.5 minutes left. As you can see on the screen, we have 35 votes in, and Cardano right now is winning by a landslide. We got a few votes for Doge, a few for Hoodie, 1-1, and yeah, so Cardano's winning by a landslide. So it looks like we might be giving away some free Cardano cryptocurrency on our next upcoming giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. So pretty substantial news for the channel. Tell your friends, smash that like button and subscribe. Make sure notifications are on. We touched on that earlier. This right here, only 16% of subscribers turned on all notifications for the channel and enabled YouTube notifications, and only 21% turned on all notifications for my channel. So we need to improve on that, ladies and gentlemen, so that people know when we go live and don't miss out on free Cardano probably upcoming. Pretty crazy. So that's where we are. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of we kind of touched on all the news I had pulled. The Dogecoin development update. The Mr. Elon Musk tweeted right when we got on stream, which was good for the stream. Cardano Mary hard fork goes into effect in about an hour or so, if I'm not mistaken. At least, you know, begins maintenance on the coin. It just doesn't, it's not like a flipping a switch. It's going to take a little while, but that gets going to work on, I should say. Vechain price analysis. Some experts are seeing Vechain, if they can get through the 4.5 cent mark, approach 6 cents relatively quickly. There doesn't seem to be a lot of resistance. And then of course we touched on the PERX network being very affordable right now. Risk versus reward kind of thing. It looks fantastic for the project. So Mr. Darren Ackland asking, when do you think Vechain will begin to take off? I've touched on this a lot. I personally think this month is the month that you're going to see some significant movement in Vechain, being that this month, the end of the first quarter was projection time. They didn't give an exact date, and they will once they have it. But initially, the end of Q1 was projected to roll out Vechain 2.0. Which is huge for the network, and because from what I'm understanding, there were over 1,000 projects waiting to come on the Vechain once the Vechain 2.0 was launched. You know, because you don't really want to bring on a project onto the network and then launch 2.0 and then have to go back and you know recode all the project and stuff like that. So once that happens, I think that's going to be a boom, like a huge deal. And then of course, once that happens, then there's talk of like DeFi coming to Vechain and all that other crazy stuff. So it's looking very, very positive for Vechain this month. But like I said, it is my favorite long-term investment. So I'm expecting it to just to continually do well for the long term. But as far as like a significant push that's going to at least look pretty in the short term, I think March. I think this month. Okay. Let me just check our little news sources while everyone's being patient. I don't want to miss any coin updates or anything crazy like that. Let's see here. Okay, well, Doge actually came out with an update. I'm just gonna let everyone take a look at it while I look at it, just because it's brand 57 minutes ago. Let's pop on over to display capture, and this is from DogeDex. It says DogeDex is now available for testing on Android and iOS. Remember to send your feedback. The community's suggestions will be taken into consideration for our next release. So this obviously is just some more work from the development side that's coming out that they didn't touch on. So let's click on this and see. Doge decentralized exchange. DogeDex is the first Shiba-powered decentralized exchange. It's a peer-to-peer trading engine for Doge. Very atomic, much swaps. Much. Okay, well that's pretty big news actually. How did that go without being announced? That's awesome. That's actually super awesome. It's available on Android and Apple. And this wasn't even announced. I just saw this just now. Wow, that's like they just dropped that on us and didn't say anything. So I would suggest that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it seems like that's something they would have announced or you know, made some noise out of, but you know, it's got to start somewhere. I understand it's not fully loaded with everything you want to see, but it's still a big deal that they have a working application for that already. They must have been working on that, and that's a pretty big deal. I'm pleased with that information, that release. So congratulations to the Doge movement. Pretty cool. What is that though? Because I can't get anything on my iPhone. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that's something that you think they would have they would have talked about. Let's see if I can go to it. How about we try and go to it? Doge. Yeah, man. Like what? What? Oh, bro, this is trippy. Hold on, y'all gotta see this. Look, for those, okay, look, we're gonna go to display capture, right? And I know my display capture isn't super accurate when it comes to loading my whole screen, but y'all get the idea. Okay, so DogeDex, right? So I'll click on it and watch. Hello. Bruh, I don't even know what this is. But obviously, it might not have a web-based version for it yet. It might just be Android and Apple. Bruh. But here is the okay, well, this was a long time ago, but I don't think it ever came to fruition until now. Let's see if we this is all that I have, and like I said, I don't have it on my phone because I just saw this. So unfortunately, I can't really touch on it any more than this, but they do have a Reddit forum, DogeDex, if you guys wanted to go check it out. And kind of explains what it is, and it's looking for testers and what they need to do to help it along. So you guys might want to go check that out. Like I said, I just saw it. I don't have any information on it, but this is pretty new. At least the release of it's new. So I think that's cool myself. Okay, let's see. Let me try and catch up again. Big Boy says, I believe you need to reach out to developer. They will give you a code to put into the app It's not public yet, so no download on public app store. Okay, yeah. So yeah, like I said, look, I don't know. Look, if it's something that's not kosher, I don't know. I just saw it the first time you guys did, but it was being shared on my Twitter through some reliable sources, Dogecoin developers. You see here, that's the real developer site that I follow, and they're forwarding this. So I'm thinking maybe thinking you might have some information you guys at least want to research, please. And Mr. Marcus Mallory with the $5 super chat. ADA will not win. The data is saying otherwise. The downward push is winning if you step back and look at it. Okay. Thank you for the comment. Appreciate the super chat. Very generous, my friend. Yeah, it's there's a downward push. I mean, across the entire space, but it's going to be hard to keep Cardano down right now with everything that's coming to Cardano, in my personal opinion. CKB, unfortunately, Mr. Darren Whitley, I'm not familiar with, my friend. Oh yeah, anytime you have a coin with activity, day trading is gonna be very, very active in the space. That's for sure. But ultimately, I think ADA is gonna be okay. Don't forget, in the description, ladies and gentlemen, we have links to cold storage wallets that are on sale right now at Amazon. We have all the equipment I use in my stream, such as my lighting, my mic, my camera, all that kind of stuff. In fact, I need to add my green screen to it. People were asking about that. I got a really cool green screen that is retractable, so you can move it. So if those of you are interested in that, I'm gonna add that link to it after the stream. And we have a KuCoin referral code, and then of course a little merch link if you guys in that kind of stuff. But that way I don't have to kind of touch on that during the stream too much anyway. JM Dufo, what site are you using for pricing? Seems to consistently be a few tenths low on Doge. Well, each exchange and each reporting exchange is going to be off compared to the other one. These tickers I have running are from what's the name of this? Live Coin Watch. I just like the ticker because it shows you the market cap and the volume and stuff right on it, and it shows it in Satoshi. So that's why I leave those running. But for personally, what I like to do for my own when I'm investing and stuff like that, I usually pull up Binance and I'll monitor that market. But I also use, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Blockfolio, where you can link all your exchanges that you use to Blockfolio and make like a full portfolio, and you can select between which exchange you want it to be receiving information from or the global average. So when it comes to investing and stuff like that, I monitor the global average just because it's obviously the global average, but I do like the Binance graph, which is on screen, but I like the Live Coin Watch tickers. Mr. Sean Saka, I ordered your microphone. Boom, you should get it. Oh man, thank you. Cool, appreciate it. Yeah. Again, I'm not I don't have any ties to this stuff, but it's equipment. I've tried different stuff throughout the years, and I'm only gonna post the stuff that I find is a good deal. And I find all this stuff is really good deals. Like that boom I use, man, it's fantastic. And look, I don't have nothing to do with this company, but it's so easy to mount, and it doesn't squeak or anything when you move it, and just a lot of things I like about it. And then so yeah, it's just stuff that normal people like us can afford, unless you guys are rich and just want to buy cool stuff. I don't know, but I'm not. So I'm always searching for good deals, and when I find them, it can't hurt to share them, right? All right, let's see. Welcome back, Miss Lori Ward. So is it worth it to keep investing in Cardano? I believe it is. You know, of course, if you'd have gotten in early, it's the better. But the consensus is that the coin's moving to a $2 or $3 coin. So depending on what you think is value, I mean, you know, that's only 2x from now. So we're kind of at the point where you're not going to get as much value out of Cardano as you would have your coins that you can buy in super cheap. Um, so like in my opinion, you know, like Vechains and our PERX and that sort of thing, like you can get much more multiples out of those coins as you could Cardano now at $1.30, but it's still gonna increase in value and you'll still be in profits. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for. Okay. Best place to hold VeChain? Personally, well, obviously any place where you can stake it, in my personal opinion, as you can create VThor tokens as a reward. But me personally, I use the wallet, the Exodus wallet, because truthfully, while its fees might be a little higher than some when attempting to exchange coins and stuff like that, I don't day trade and I don't move my coins around a lot. I invest to hold. So you can dump your VeChain into your Exodus wallet and it automatically starts producing VThor tokens for you and you don't have to do anything. So you know, I like Exodus, and that's the only coin I keep in Exodus, so that's why I like it. Would I consider Starlink when they go public? Well, not really, not for me, because at my home I have business fiber that uh, was incredibly expensive to get here at my home and install, and just incredibly expensive. So my home is set up perfectly. Uh, and then as far as Starlink for my cell and stuff like that, I work on the same block as my home and whatnot, so I'm always within Wi-Fi, and even when I'm not, I don't have any issues. So for me personally, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. But yeah, for a lot of people that are in rural spaces that can't get the internet and stuff like that, we can. Yeah, I definitely see. What you mean investing in it? Uh, I don't. I don't invest in stocks. I never have. I don't plan on it. I like the freedom of crypto. Let's see. Binance, yeah, I can't use Binance, unfortunately, Tim. If I could use Binance, I would. But I'm in the States and I'm in a restricted state, so I can't use Binance.us either. So I would be using Binance if I could. Uh, About to get back to work. All right, Mr. Josh Dugas, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Stephen Toth says, I'm struggling to find AVAX on any. I'm not familiar with AVAX, but I can try and pull it up for you. Let's see. Okay, I can show you what exchanges handle it right now, my friend. So this is for Stephen Toth. Take a quick look at this, my. AVAX is currently being traded on Binance, OKEX, QOB Global, Gate.io, OKCoin, Bitfinex, Coin1, Pionex, Rivermount, CoinTiger, CoinEX. So all of these, my friend, if you want to check out some of these, and I'm not familiar with it, but according to this site, it looks like all of these have it. Okay. Oops. All right. you could always attempt to Uniswap for it too. I'm not sure if they have it or if it's an Ethereum based token, but you can check on Uniswap, see if they have that coin available. All right. Eyes Wide Shut says, created my first NFT today, and Ethereum guys is ludicrous. I know, that's why I was like, yeah, it's a cool idea, but right now, can you afford to do it? You know, because of the Ethereum gas fees. So that's why it's gonna be super interesting whenever NFTs, like right now, the Mary hard fork, and NFTs are coming to Cardano, and NFTs are coming to Vechain and stuff eventually and stuff. Whenever you can actually do them that are affordable, you know how much transactions are going to start happening on those blockchains. Man, it's going to be amazing for those coins, for those blockchain projects. Let me see. I could pull up Uniswap too. Let's see if you what was it again? AVAX, AVAX. Now remember, if they do have it, you're gonna have the Ethereum gas fees, but I don't know if it's an Ethereum token. Like I said, I'm just not familiar with it. AVAX. Nope, it's not on Uniswap, so it must not be an ERC token. Or at least I don't see it on Uniswap. All right. Back to the lecture at hand. X is hard to buy. Cardano, any suggestions? I personally use KuCoin, my friend. If you're interested in KuCoin or want to see if it's an exchange that would be for you, I have a KuCoin referral code in the description. And if you have trouble funding KuCoin, like someone suggested they were having, depending on your bank and credit cards and that sort of thing, I personally use Coinbase as my funding exchange, and then you can buy Bitcoin there and then just send it to KuCoin. But I trade Dogecoin and Vechain and Cardano all on KuCoin. Mr. QS Mullen YT. So should I just go all in on Dogecoin now, since it's pointless to invest more into a Cardano? I didn't say it's pointless to invest more in Cardano. You're just not going to have the multiple gains that you would in other projects, because, you know, if we're predicting a $2.50 coin this year for Cardano, or even a $3 coin, you're only really doubling, you know, you're 2xing. You know, whereas in a coin like Vechain at 4.3 cents, it's got a chance to, you know, to reach 20 cents or so this year, and then you would be what, 4xing, 5xing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not taking anything away from Cardano. I'm not, but you know, we've already come up 2,500% in the last year, so it's going to be hard to continue based on its market cap and all that stuff. I had to see those multiples again. That's why I like Vechain so much, and PERX and Dogecoin, and this, you know, there's smaller coins that have more chance of multiple gains. Ronnie Mollusky, will this event make AZA go down or up? I'm assuming you mean the Mary hard fork. I would fully expect it to continue to climb. You know, it can, if the market corrects and stuff, it'll correct too, and then that's just the nature of the beast. But ultimately, I definitely see Cardano continuing to go up. Pacific TV, is Cardano supposed to temporarily dip because of the hard fork? Well, during the actual bringing it on chain, that the actual development side of it, while it's being implemented, the coin does go into maintenance, so you won't be able to buy or sell. So I don't think that you will see it dip. In fact, because even though you can't buy, you're not supposed to be able to sell or trade either. So I think it would just be 100% stable for the entirety of the incorporation of the hard fork. You see what I'm saying? Like as all wallets go into maintenance, and I don't think you can access them and trade them and stuff like that. So I would assume it just stays where it was at the minute the hard fork starts being implemented. That's my assumption. I've never sat and watched what happens to a coin when it goes into maintenance, but I'm pretty sure you can't buy, sell, or trade. Reef or Vet, which would you pick? Me, obviously Vechain. Reef's development team, the guy has a weird, assorted history, and it's not for me. Vechain, 100% for me. Opinionated, very, very opinionated. Let's see here. Better to buy ADA or Ethereum at the moment? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Both, like there's been talk of Ethereum approaching a $3,000 coin this year, just as there's been talk of Cardano approaching a $3 Cardano, which in turn would basically, 2x. They were basically a little more than double in price, both of them. So if you're looking as in terms of like, the money making throughout the year, they'd probably be similar in profit, honestly, at this point. So, Cardano has probably the better long-term outlook, but Ethereum's not going anywhere. It's just their market caps are so high. It's like now to increase the value of the coin, you would be talking like $1 trillion market cap to see some substantial gains, 3 or 4x. So, but that's a similar investment in my personal opinion on both of them. Mike says Binance is allowing trades, but that's just on the Binance wallet. It's not on the blockchain. Oh yeah, like internally. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that would affect the Binance price of the coins, but I don't know how that would affect it globally. Like, you know what I mean? I guess all we can do is wait and see. I mean, if you're not sure, then just don't invest probably. But yeah, I mean, I think ultimately, honestly, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because it's probably gonna have to go up. But in the immediate, while the coin's on the maintenance, I'm not too sure, man. Yeah, I mean, I hear good things about Reef. Obviously, you see it. It's just, I've been in VeChain for a long time. I've researched the project so deeply and have so much information about it. I don't see VeChain. I don't even see like a risk in VeChain. Is what I'm saying. So that's just me. Did we fear Janet yet? What Janet be yelling? Bitcoin. Don't fear Janet Yellen. She's a puppet that doesn't even understand what she's speaking about and is being paid to throw FUD at the crypto space so that the financial institutions can take your spots, take your position, and buy into crypto because they missed their chance 5 years ago. That's all Janet Yellen is there for. She's useless. Any low cap coins you're looking at? Yes, PERX. PERX was introduced to me on the stream, and I find what is FUD. Okay, let's take a look at FUD. We touched on this the other day, but anyway, for low market coins, take a look at PERX. PEEREX. And for those that aren't too familiar with what FUD is, we touched on this the other day, and I wanted everyone to know what FUD and HODL and stuff meant, because we say that all the time, and sometimes you forget that not everyone has been in the crypto space, and that's completely normal. So let's take a quick peek at that so that next time we reference those terms, you guys will know what we're talking about. So we're gonna pop on over to display capture, okay? And we got cryptocurrency lingo. I don't know if y'all can see it all on the screen. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so HODL. It's a spin on the investing lingo hold. Hold on for dear life. A crypto trader who buys a coin and does not see himself selling in the foreseeable future is called a hodler of the coin. So like, from my understanding is way back in the beginning of crypto, someone like typoed hold and into hodl and it stuck. And so now in the crypto space, we say hodl your coins, aka hold, like just as they explain. Okay, and then FOMO is short form for fear of missing out. The feeling you see when you see a green, I can't believe this way. I'm gonna have to read it. The feeling you see a huge green dildo on a chart and don't own that coin, so you sell other shit to buy into freaking out. As crypto trading is still very much driven by emotions rather than valuation. FOMO is a huge factor to consider when swing trading in crypto, right? So when you see a coin taking off, or approaching all-time highs, and you're, I can't believe it says that in there, and you're scared of like missing out, so you buy into it, and it's called FOMO, fear of missing out. And then FUD is a short term for fear, uncertainty, and doubt, usually used in the form of spreading FUD again. Example, JP Morgan's Diamond spread FUD by saying Bitcoin is a fraud that will eventually blow up. Yeah, so anytime you have people just trash talking or like cryptocurrency or knocking it or saying something bad about it, it's called FUD. I can't believe they had that in that, right? I thought I pulled up some like some brilliant professional explanation, and they dropping all that stuff on there. So anyway, so that's what FUD is. And like I refer to FUD with Janet Yellen because she came on and said a few days ago, like last Friday or whatever it was, she said that Bitcoin was an institution or a vessel for illicit purchasing, like in, you know, like using crypto to buy on the black market. And that's just such a horrible played out explanation or excuse, because like she's trying to make it sound like since Bitcoin came into play, people started using money for bad things. I'm like, lady, you know that money has been being used for bad purchases and bad things for thousands of years, right? Like it just makes them sound stupid. And if they want to say, if they want to put themselves in that box, put yourself in that box. But Janet Yellen, you old, you don't even know how blockchain works. You don't know what cryptocurrency is. You only care about the banks that are funding you to spread FUD so that you can help them reposition themselves. That's all you're doing, and it's embarrassing. People in the crypto space already know what you're doing, so go away. And then we got asked about PERX again. Yeah, if you want to look into PERX, just, you know, obviously Google PERX. That's the ticker. It will let you know what the coin is. If you're interested in investing, one of the few ways that I personally can get it, because I'm in the States, is I use a MetaMask wallet that I link to Uniswap, and then I swap Ethereum for PERX. That's personally how I have to do it. Some of you out there might be in a better position and have access to it, but that's how I have to do it. Elmer Fudd, that's right. Yeah, and, you know, that's what I'm saying. When they come out and say that, like all she's doing is like that generation and the people that are unknowledgeable listen to these people with seats of power, and they're like, oh, they must know what they're talking about. Let's not invest, or let's invest, and that's all it is. That's all it does. But for the educated people and the generation, like I mean, you know, like me, I'm 44 years old, but you know, I'm kind of on the cusp of like the breaking point of the generation that understands what's happening. And it's like, you know, we get it, but so we automatically know what they're doing. But there's a lot of people that rely on these people and think what they say is real and important, and it affects the cryptocurrency space. It really does, which is sad. But eventually, once that generation and those unknowledgeable people are out of their seats and have been, you know, I guess cleared out due to natural selection, then you'll see, then the market's just gonna get crazy. FOMO is what I have right now on PERX. Well, you know, you might think that, but man, it's still so early with PERX, and it's still so affordable. You're not really FOMOing into PERX at all. You're actually buying now when is the smart time to buy, or investing now, which is the smart thing to do. You got to do it when it's not mainstream, it's not spiking, it's not blowing up, it's not hyped, it's not in the media. It's the hardest time in the world to invest in something when there's just no interest in it, and no one's talking about it, and people don't even really know. That's the hardest time. But you're going to be glad you did. And look, anything can happen with PERX. It can go up, it can go down, I don't know. But in a year's time, if PERX is at a nickel, aren't you going to be glad you took the risk at half a penny right now? That's just me. I like the risk versus reward on a coin like that. Avery Meets World says, no problem, man. I invested in both too. I'm up 15% since buying in weeks ago. Well, congratulations on that, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, we are in a correction kind of, but when you find those coins, man, that have a nice roadmap and seem to be have the fundamentals in place, it's worth half a penny investment to me. All right. Doc Beach, you like that natural selection reference? It is though, right? I mean, how much longer is she gonna be spreading FUD? I mean, physically, can she keep doing it? I don't know. ICX, I personally did not, my friend. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, also. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Currently at the 1 hour and 40-minute mark. Let's see. J-Man, hello from Australia. I was gonna sub, but you're not. Okay, later, man. So we got 20 minutes left. What we're gonna do is run to a 2-hour stream as normal, or 250 likes. We're at 124 likes. So whichever one we hit first, that's what we're gonna do. The 2-hour mark or 250 likes, which I'm pretty sure will be the 2-hour mark. I usually make it almost unattainable in the likes. Yuraski 10, I think we'll see a bounce to maximum 50k, then we'll see a big dump to 40k or 21 MA on the one. Yeah, again, it's so difficult to speculate. We're still waiting on the Bitcoin dominance to still come down a little bit more, and it did a little bit in the correction, but then it kind of came back. So we've been battling on the cusp of like the altcoins taking off for a couple months now. Pretty interesting to see where we go. Let's see. Anybody on BAT? Just got into it. I love the web browser and allows me. Yeah, I was invested in BAT a while back, actually. The basic attention tokens. The Brave browser is nice, and you can earn BAT from running the ads and stuff on the Brave browser. In fact, I'm considering switching over to Brave browser fully. It's just so much of my stuff was on my old browsers that I probably need to move on to. But I was invested in BAT. I got in when it was like 16 cents or so, and then I sold about a month ago to buy more Vechain or something like that, whenever it was like 2.5 cents or whatever it was. So I got out, but yeah, familiar with it. Algo, not yet, my friend. Brother is security coder for a big bank, knows nothing about crypto, yet says it's not safe, and national bank he works for was bailed out in both bailouts. Yeah, well, crypto is a derivative of cryptology, which is actually securities. Like cryptography is like the coding and like making sure that transactions and stuff are safe, which comes from banking. Like all of the banking transaction stuff were all cryptographers. That's how you're able to bank safely. So if your brother is a security coder for a big bank, he should know that cryptography was originated for bank securities. And if he's saying it's not secure, then he's saying that banks are not secure, because their entire security network is built off cryptography. Just converted some XLM to more Vechain, like the daily rewards. Well, congratulations on making the change, my friend. Oh, we forgot to look at the poll, didn't we? Let's do that, because I'm sure that's over. Oh yeah, it's been over for a while. Let's go ahead and kick complete, or did complete. It must have completed and we didn't see it, y'all. But anyway, I'll show y'all on the screen. We just missed it in the middle of conversation. Oh no, there it goes. Cardano, why did it do that so late? But it says Cardano was the most voted option of the poll with 71.43% of the votes. So you'll know what that means, right? That means that the next giveaway, which I will be making a video announcement for tomorrow, means we will be giving away Cardano. cryptocurrency right here on the Bradley Assassin live stream, the most bullish cryptocurrency right now on all the market. So if I was you guys, I would make sure you'll have those notifications on so you don't miss the next giveaway. We'll be giving away free Cardano. And make sure you don't miss the announcement video tomorrow so you'll know how much we're giving away and what time and everything. Y'all don't want to miss it. Give away 1 million ADA. Not gonna be that much, but we'll give some away. I'll announce it tomorrow, Mr. Dan S. There's a every Tuesday we put out giveaway announcement videos. So as long as you are a sub on the channel and have notifications on, you will know the minute that the video gets released, and everyone will know then what day and what time we will be giving it away. So that's very exciting. The giveaways are very simple. I explained it on the giveaway announcement video, but it's very simple. You simply just have to be here during the live stream, and the chatbot takes care of the rest. Just as you were able to vote where you hit !Cardano, the chatbot will run a giveaway, and it'll be like !Cardano or whatever I choose it to be, and then the chatbot will automatically enter you, and then at the end of the runtime, the chatbot will automatically pick a winner. I think your crypto prices are delayed because Doge is trading at 5 cents. Well, I explained that earlier, my friend. These are the Livecoin Watch tickers. The graph is from Binance. And then, of course, there is a global source you can use too. Let me take a quick look at Binance up close. Yeah, Doge on Binance is 5 cents. Yeah, so the ticker will catch up in a second. I just like that ticker because it gives it in Satoshis, and it gives a market cap and everything. You'll see it climb, I think. Let's see where we are. 1 hour and 47 minutes and up to 138 likes. So it looks like we're gonna run to the full 2 hours. Okay. What wallets qualify for the giveaway? Well, whenever we do hold the giveaway, and since it's going to be Cardano that we will be giving away, you absolutely have to have a Cardano wallet. I'm not familiar with the investment applications as I don't use them, but any exchange that you belong to, you will have created wallets for you. So as long as you have your Cardano wallet address, I can send coins to it. Or Reckham says, just got approved from Binance.us. Should I trade in USD or USDT? Please explain. Well, USD Tether is simply a coin that is a stable coin that holds value at $1. So if you can upload funds to Binance, I'm assuming Binance would let you trade those funds directly for whatever coin you want. But there are times when you can't send funds to Binance and you would have to send a coin. And in that case, you can oftentimes send like your USD Tether coin to the Binance exchange to trade for whatever other coins you want. So if you were approved from Binance and you can send funds to Binance, you should be able to trade those funds for whatever coin you want. I'd like to thank everyone for the likes and subs today. All the views, everything everyone does for us. Don't forget, in the description, we have a link to a cold storage wallet. All the equipment I use, a real Dogecoin coin. People, it's a pretty popular link. It's a little physical coin. It's people that believe in Dogecoin and whatnot, you can pick up a little coin. We have a KuCoin referral code for that exchange if you're interested in looking into KuCoin, and a merchandise link. Dan asks, should we sell during our profits versus Bitcoin, Ethereum? US dollar. Well, it depends on how much, it's kind of up to you. It's a personal situation, opinionated situation. Like if you are happy with the profits you've made and you want to take them, then that's just completely up to you. Me personally, I invest for the long term. Like I'm looking to see what my coins are going to be worth in 2 or 3 years, because I'm hoping to be able to have some money for my retirement and my kids and stuff like that. But if you're happy with the profits you've made, then so be it. Like if I had $10 million to invest in Vechain a month ago, and then I would have doubled my money on Vechain, that's a different story. But I can only invest what I can afford to lose, so it just takes a little bit longer. Josh Coley, welcome. I'm fairly new to this channel. What is your prediction on BTC short term with its current spike? Well, as most experts assume Bitcoin can reach like a $75,000 coin this year. I agree with that. The $100,000, I don't know, kind of remains to be seen. But being that we already touched 58 grand and we had the correction, which we needed because everything was really overbought. This is just a great consolidation period. And so I totally see Bitcoin getting to around $75,000 this year. A lot of experts are predicting a lot more, but I'm a pretty conservative investor. Any updates on new Coinbase offerings this Thursday? No, I don't think anyone knows until they're released, right? I know they back in November they had released like 14 coins that they were looking into, but they never officially admit it until they announce it on Thursdays. Of course, any coin that gets listed on Coinbase typically sees a 10 to 15% increase, and as much as we want Vechain and Cardano to be on there, I think Coinbase has been sucking on the titty of Ethereum network for a long time, and if it's not Ethereum based, they kind of turn a blind eye to it. But they're going to reach a point where they won't be able to do that anymore. It's actually going to start costing them money. So I'm looking forward to seeing Vechain and Cardano getting into Coinbase at some point this year. Will it happen? We don't know. Will I like it to happen? Yes. Mary hard fork will officially begin in less than an hour, I think. Ronnie McCluskey, is there any way to earn coin besides holding or staking? No coin specifically, just ways to earn. No StarMex has an app, surveys, and Coinbase has to learn about crypto. Yeah, they have their little like free tutorial things and stuff like that. I mean, there's always mining too. You can mine coins for free. It just costs you electricity, but we give away coins here on the Burley Assassin live stream, which is completely free, and you don't find that in too many places. How does Uniswap work? Can you explain? Sure. I guess the simple explanation would be you link Uniswap to a wallet. One of the more popular wallets are MetaMask, and then you fund Uniswap with Ethereum that you have from your wallet, and then you trade your Ethereum tokens for any of the available tokens on that network. Ethereum tokens. They have other networks too, but I'm just not too familiar with all those coins. But so you can basically swap Ethereum for whatever coin you want. While it's awesome and it works great, the Ethereum fees are very, very high right now. So you just have to be careful and see what it's going to cost you to do it. But in some cases, you can acquire some of the more difficult to acquire coins, which is why I like Uniswap. Mary Hartfark is a good thing. It's a fantastic thing. Apple Magazine says Dogecoin is the new Bitcoin 2 days ago. We'd like to see that. We're going to be it's an uphill battle, being that the circulating supply is so high with Dogecoin, and it's not capped. Like we said, that's why anything the developers do is such huge news. And they came out and announced the upgrade to the network today or yesterday, so that was fantastic news. That just means there's more to come. When do I think it will start to pump? Momo, what coin are you referring to? The weather's good now. We got some rain, but it's not cold like it was last week. Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Just realized I had top chat on the whole day, and I missed some chats. So if I did, I apologize. The whole day. What I think will happen after the ADA update, I don't. I mean, I 100% see it continually to increase in value. You know, I mean, right away during the update, I don't think you can see too much because most of the wallets are frozen. But I mean, that's just amazing news. Everything involved with that coin is positive, so I don't see why it wouldn't continue to increase in value. 4 minutes left, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, on the stream today, and that we will have completed another 2-hour live stream. Good times here, the Barely Assassin live stream. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to like and subscribe. Check out our description for links to items. And we voted today in the community to see what people would like to have as a prize for the next giveaway. And the community overwhelmingly chose Cardano. That's right, Cardano cryptocurrency. We'll be giving away here on the Bradley Assassin live stream. The announcement video will be released tomorrow, as we release announcement videos every Tuesday for the day and the time that you need to be here for the live stream, where we will be giving away free Cardano cryptocurrency. So make sure you're liked, subbed, and make sure those notifications are on, because if you're not notified, you won't know when we go live and you have a chance to miss it. You won't be notified on the announcement videos and you have a chance to miss it. Why would you want to miss free Cardano cryptocurrency? I don't know. But make sure you subbed and make sure you have notifications on. If I swap crypto on Uniswap, does the crypto show up in my Coinbase account even though the crypto I bought isn't supported? No, when you it'll show up in the wallet that you have linked to Uniswap. And since Coinbase, if you link your Coinbase wallet to Uniswap, which I'm not sure if you can or not, but if you can and you do, obviously the coin will have to be supported on Coinbase to show. But if you're using Coinbase, all those coins that are available to you, you can buy on Coinbase. So that wouldn't make much sense. You typically want to use Uniswap to get access to coins that you don't normally have access to. And in that case, that's why we make a MetaMask wallet, and why we swap the coins in Uniswap. Then they will show up in your MetaMask wallet. Let's see. What do you think about Dogecoin? I mean, Elon Musk talk about it a lot. Apple Magazine too. We see it in the IT news, or we see it in the news. I think it's a troll. There is real potential with this crypto. Well, it was created as you know, a meme coin, a joke coin, so to speak. But it has since become, you know, something that the people want to ultimately use as like an alternate form of currency and whatnot. Which is why we're sitting at over $6 billion market cap. So while it may seem like a joke, it's not anymore. You know, you got a $6 billion market cap. So the more the people invest in it, then the more people want it to succeed, and the more influencers and celebrities and notoriety it receives through the public eye, then the more valuable it's going to become, and the more hype it builds up, so to speak. So does it have the fundamentals of a lot of these amazing projects? No, probably not. But the development team is working on the coin, and as of yesterday released an updated version to speed things up on the network, and there's more to come. So we really don't know what the development team has in plan, and anything that happens on the development side is positive news. So I think it's far from a joke now than it was a year ago, but we still have a long way to go. WAXP, Stephen Toth. No, but look, that's first on my list. And I know you think I'm bullshitting, but look, you see the one that's circled? WAXP, that's tonight. I went through like 6 or 7 coins, and we're finally at WAXP. So I'm looking into it tonight. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. When should someone buy collectibles? I saw that in the MetaMask. Oh, I'm assuming you're referring to NFT tokens. Yeah, NFT, non-fungible tokens. That's a whole nother topic. I tell you what, though, we can make that a topic for tomorrow. How about we do that? That's a good idea, because I'm always looking for something to discuss. NFT tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be a good topic tomorrow, because Cardano's hard fork is going to start allowing NFT tokens to be created on their network, and a lot of people are asking about that. And you know, we did hit the 2-hour runtime, so that's official time for me to cut off and take a break. But yeah, we'll make NFT tokens an actual topic tomorrow and get into that in detail, since that's a pretty popular topic right now. But I'd like to thank everyone for likes and subs. All the links in the description are all there for everyone to check out at any time. Please don't forget to turn on notifications. Tomorrow we have the announcement video coming out for the giveaway. We will be giving away Cardano cryptocurrency here on the stream, so make sure you catch that, so you know when and at what time we will be doing that. And I think that's it for now. So thanks everyone for the time today, the views, and we will see everyone tomorrow. We'll be discussing NFTs, and I will look up WAXP, and we'll see what the 24 hours brings us in the world of Cardano. Thanks everybody. Goodbye. Stay safe.